Hello, my beautiful crypto people, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today, we have some juicy stuff to share. Now, first of all, I'll be covering the Ripple v SEC lawsuit. Very important and critical updates. But then I also have a couple of pieces of news that I really want to share with you guys, so stick around and enjoy the show. Having said that, if you were watching my live stream earlier today, you'll know a couple of these things, but it's good to have a good little overview of everything which just happened. But let's quickly make clear that today was a very big breakthrough. Even though there's nothing conclusive in the lawsuit that's going to all of a sudden make it one, it is still a very big ordeal, mostly because there have been some conclusions. So in terms of updates, the day started out quite in an interesting manner. What I mean with that is we had ourselves an update that was a little bit out of the ordinary, and it read, Ripple and the individual defendants move to strike an impermissible, late-filed SEC supplemental expert rebuttal report written by Dr. Albert Metz. The SEC objects to the motion. And for as far as I know, the community took this in as a rather neutral announcement, but Wrath of Kahneman said this is a fantastic development. If there is an XRP bump today, will Dr. Metz conclude the SEC is irresponsible in yet another addendum? Would the judge's actions also be interpreted as Ripple's controlling price, as the premise or question that this all regards is, well, did Ripple influence the price? And they have to basically prove that. Jeremy Hogan, an attorney, also had a very interesting analysis to this, and he said, here's how to analyze an expert report, which again is what pulled through here. First, read the plaintiff's expert report. Fail. Then read the defendant's expert report. Fail again. Realize you do not understand them, and if you are the defendant, that is good, because the plaintiff has the burden of proof, meaning Ripple has the easy time here. They only have to defend themselves against any allegations the SEC throws at them. But the SEC has to prove something, and if it's a draw, Ripple wins because then the SEC couldn't adequately prove the negative, so to speak. Now, this is what has been going on behind the scenes for the last 3 months. What we are seeing here are just two of the battling experts. Apparently, there are 16. Always remember that if the expert battle ends in a tie, the defendants win every time. I don't mean to downplay the importance of these reports, but they're likely the only evidence of one of the prongs of how we test the expectation of profits from the efforts of others' part. And they are so vital. Now, that is an interesting theory, part of the lawsuit, yada, 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 but what can we do with that? Well, not really too much to the bad. What I think is way more exciting was Jeremy Hogan's, I don't know what I should call this. I have no idea. So 7 hours ago, he said, Dear Judge Torres, I know you've been working on the pending rulings in the Ripple v. SEC case this week. On behalf of myself and certain other interested parties, we'd really like to get those rulings today if possible. Very truly, Jeremy Hogan. And I mean, I'm not sure if he saw the future, I'm not sure if it was a glass ball or if he has posted his tweet every single day. But a couple hours later, boom, that gave me the hiccups. And I don't use that term lightly. The SEC's motion to strike the fair notice defense is denied. This is the one I've been waiting for. Now the SEC has something to lose. And the long story short about this one is this is a very positive development for Ripple because the fair notice defense was one of the keys to crypto regulation, to the furtherment of crypto, but also to Ripple's defense as an easy little base point here. What I mean to say with that is, well, Ripple wanted to rely on saying, well, you didn't really warn us properly. And if the judge now said, well, we're going to strike or let the SEC strike this defense down, then what they would basically say is the SEC adequately warned you and there's no debating that, so you should not use it as a defense because what's the point? But now the judge saying, well, maybe they didn't give you fair. That's, in my own opinion, not lawyer-ish opinion, not official, is very positive for Ripple because it kind of shows, in my opinion, well, yeah, maybe they didn't give you fairness. There's no way the judge looked at this and thinks, Yeah, no, defense doesn't make sense because it definitely warned you properly. So still use it as a defense though, even though it doesn't make sense. She had to go through it and think, there's a very high probability that the SEC, or at least a good probability, that the SEC didn't actually give you fair notice, so we have to investigate it further. Which in my own opinion is like already a plus for Ripple. And then Jeremy Hogan kind of thanked the judge for just being so quick to respond to his kind of request, because that's pretty scary, I'm not going to lie to you. Now, following this news, the XRP price did actually do pretty well, which we'll get into in just a second. But before we do, here is Eleanor Tourette from Fox stating a statement from Ripple's team. Breaking. Statement from Ripple General Counsel Stuart Alderoty to Fox Business. Quote, today's order confirms that there is a serious question as to whether the SEC ever provided Ripple with fair notice that its distributions of XRP since 2013 would ever be prohibited under the security laws. We will continue to fight hard in defending this case against so that the industry can get the needed clarity it deserves to move forward and thrive. And while we would have preferred the case against Brad and Chris to end now, the court has decided to make the SEC prove its claims. We are confident that ultimately all of the SEC's claims will be dismissed. And yes, there's actually two announcements which came in. There's a very positive one and a relatively negative one. I personally think it's mostly just positive, but okay. Ripple tweeted out, or actually Brad tweeted out, and I think Ripple tweeted some stuff out as well. But let's see. If you weren't paying attention, then you should be now. Huge win for Ripple today. And that's pretty exciting to see a CEO in this happy of a mood. He got 10,000 likes as well. And while we would have preferred the cases against Chris and me to end now, the SEC must now prove its claims. We are confident that ultimately all of them will be dismissed. There were actually two motions to dismiss running as well. If you don't know what that was, there was a lawsuit right now against Ripple. You all know all about it. But there was also a part where they actually sued Brad Garlinghouse himself, the CEO, and one of the founders, Chris Larson. Now, those two guys were like, why are you suing us? Why not just sue the company? And so they were going for a motion to dismiss, which is basically to dismiss the allegations against them. Now, those were denied, meaning the lawsuit still stands against Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, and Chris Larson. And John Dean wrote this. The motion to dismiss were on technical grounds pursuant to Rule 12b-6, failure to state a claim. It was filed a year ago, and the judge assumes the allegations made in the complaint are true when deciding this motion. And this was expected. It's not based on the merits or the facts. So what this one refers to, as far as I know, with my minimal legal knowledge, is whenever you're going to try to dismiss something, they're basing it upon, let's say, all these allegations against you are true, then still it doesn't make sense. It still doesn't work, basically. And that is only, I believe, as far as I understand, right? Only then can you like throw it out because it's just so absurd. But as far as I've read, I believe Jeremy Hogan told me this once, but maybe it's some other lawyer, that usually doesn't happen. Usually you have to fight it for a little bit, but it will get thrown out eventually anyway. But yeah, you can probably understand why the people were excited about the XP price, because right now, for a lot of people, it just feels as if Ripple has already won. Because if the judge is not certain that Ripple did get fair notice defense, that's just the click that people needed. So I threw on Twitter, XP pump incoming. A little bit after, I think like straight after I saw the announcement, I put it over on Twitter while I was in my taxi. And then the XP price did go on a pretty nice pump. We went to open up a long position together. Our long position right now is in $2,100 worth of profit, or 160%. And I believe we just opened it like a little bit before I started streaming, like 5 minutes ago, 5 minutes before. And I had like maybe a couple $100 already in that before I started streaming, though, from like a week prior or a couple of days prior. I don't remember exactly, but it was 27,000 XRP, and it's working like a pretty good charm. You know, it's really fun to see this. Basically, our idea was we'll do a live stream, and if we get to a certain amount of likes and we close the position, I'll give you guys in a giveaway half of the money that we make profit on. But since you guys are all saying hold, you guys will still get half of whatever we take out of this trade. But you guys have to vote on when we actually exit the trade. That's the fun part about it, at least. So I think we're going to go live stream maybe tomorrow again. And you guys get to decide whether or not we close the trade or we keep it rolling. And it's going to be you guys' profits. You know, at least half we're going to give away to you guys. it's going to be a little fun story to kind of go in. But that's again about the price, so I'm not really too certain. Right now, we did break out, which was really exciting, and I talked about that over in different in the live stream and over on Twitter, I think. Even versus Bitcoin, we had a crazy breakout. This is versus dollar. We had a beautiful breakout, and it's looking as if that's going to continue on. This, of course, if we get the confirmation afterwards, we're going to trade as well, which is just going to be additionally to the position we have open right now. And this is versus Bitcoin, which has a crazy move right now. It's like 11% in a couple of hours, which is just massive. All right, before we move on, two things to quickly share. One, meetup tomorrow. If you are in Dubai and you're watching this video pretty early in the morning or late at night, today, because it's already 4 a.m. almost, at 11:30 a.m., there's going to be a meeting, let me look at the exact place, at Swiss Hotel Al Muruj, the 12th of March, 11:30 a.m., Dubai time. Oh, my MacBook's almost dying. If you are into crypto, though, and I guess you are if you're watching this video, and you live in Dubai and you live close maybe, you can come say hi. It's hosted by DaVinci Jane 15, but there's going to be a lot of crypto people there. Not specifically XRP, but it's fun for everybody to join if you're a crypto person. So if you are in the neighborhood, come check it out. 11:30 a.m. It's going to start, last for a couple of hours. It's free to enter, no fee or anything like that. Just come say hi, and I'm going to be talking as well on there. And also follow my Instagram at DDasDVC. All right, then a couple of things I just want to share some light on. There's actually, I would say, 4 main events that I saw. 1, Phantom. A lot of questions about it. Why is the price going down? Are we buying? The price is going down because a key developer left, basically. And what you see often with projects is if a developer leaves, then the project kind of crumbles, or at least people think it should or will. In reality, most of the time, one developer doesn't make that big a difference, because there's a lot of people working on this, and usually there's like protocols and rules, but the idea is what counts. I'm gonna put it like this to prevent some lag. So what we saw right now, since the guys left, Andre Cronje and Antonel, well, it's not really a big issue. It's not gonna change that much. Apparently, he's not been working on it for like over a year, but people think so. So should you buy? Well, again, these videos are not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. This is just my opinion. I'm thinking there's a good chance it's undervalued, but it's still a pretty risky move to buy right now because, again, trading is a people's game. And if a lot of people are thinking that the project will fail because of it, well, it's not so smart to kind of bet against all those people. Major event number 2 was that apparently in the UK, they banned ATMs, at least the crypto ones, of course, because we're on the crypto channel, because, well, it's illegal now. Yeah, not exactly sure what they're thinking, what the thought process is, or why exactly they would do that. But hey, it's the UK. They have interesting rules, I guess. Not exactly sure why or what the thought process was with this one. Actually, not sure at all what they were thinking. But it is what it is. Apparently, it's been outlawed over there. So if you wanted to use your crypto ATM every day before work, yeah, think of a different routine, my friend. Then, I guess this one was actually about Ripple stuff. And then the last one that I wanted to share was Matic / Polygon went down. I think they were down for like 8 hours or so. A lot of fun about that, a lot of questions about that. I think I'll address it a little bit more properly, but I just wanted to say it's back up. It's been slow, or let's say congested and kind of annoying for a very long while now already, though. And this is like the icing on the cake. But I'm still bullish on it. I still like it. I still think it's going to be a game changer. So even though it's like a little bit in trouble right now, which you might notice as to why the community is kind of turned against it for a little bit, it'll turn back around, and I'm still excited about the project. All right, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I'm a little bit afraid my laptop is going to fall out, so I'm trying to make this video a little bit shorter, just so it doesn't, cut out on me and we, are stuck without no video. So if you enjoyed the video, we hit 140K subs, I think right now, or maybe it's already dropped a little bit below it. Right now, we're at 140K exactly. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, press the like button, and if you're looking for a platform to trade on, check out the link down below for Bybit. There are some crazy bonuses you can get right now. Check it out, and I'll see you guys again in another one.